Amelia had always been drawn to old houses, the kind that carried the weight of history in their creaking floorboards and peeling wallpaper. So when she came across the listing for Willow Manor, a sprawling, abandoned estate deep in the woods, she couldn't resist. It was perfect for her dream of restoring forgotten places to their former glory. The townsfolk, however, were less enthusiastic. Every conversation ended with the same warning: leave that place be. The walls whisper at night. Amelia dismissed it as small town superstition. A house couldn't whisper. Her first few days at Willow Manor were uneventful but unsettling. The air inside felt heavy, as though the house was holding its breath. She worked tirelessly, scraping off decades of grime, uncovering intricate carvings hidden beneath layers of paint. The whispers didn't start until the fourth night. At first, it was faint, like wind threading through cracks. Amelia paused, brush mid-stroke, and listened. Nothing. She shook it off as her imagination and went to bed. But that night, the whispering returned, louder this time. It seemed to come from the walls themselves, a soft, insistent murmur just beyond understanding. She pressed her ear to the plaster, her heart hammering. Words floated through, indistinct but laced with urgency. Amelia jerked back, her breath caught in her throat. The logical part of her brain insisted it was just the house settling. Old houses made noises after all. The next day, she discovered something curious. While peeling back wallpaper in one of the upstairs bedrooms, she uncovered a name etched into the wood beneath: Clara. The name was carved hastily, the letters jagged and uneven as though scratched in desperation. Beneath it, another word: help. A chill ran down her spine. Who was Clara, and why had she needed help? That night, the whispers grew louder. They weren't just noises anymore. They were voices. Amelia could make out fragmented phrases. She knows now. Don't let her. It's too late. Unable to sleep, Amelia began searching through the house for clues. She found a dusty trunk in the attic, filled with old photographs and letters. Among them was a faded portrait of a young girl, no older than 10, with wide, haunted eyes. The back of the photo read, Clara, 1897. The letters told a grim story. Clara had lived in the house with her family, but after her father's sudden death, strange things began happening. Her mother's diary detailed sleepless nights filled with whispers and shadows moving just out of sight. One entry made Amelia's blood run cold. The house has claimed Clara. It whispers her name. It will take us all. Amelia's resolve wavered, but she wasn't ready to give up. She decided to stay one more night to confront whatever was haunting the house. The final night at Willow Manor was a blur of terror. The whispers turned to wails, filling every corner of the house. Doors slammed shut on their own, and shadows darted along the walls. In the bedroom, where she had found Clara's name, the air grew icy cold. Amelia's breath fogged in front of her as she turned to see a figure standing in the corner. A little girl with hollow eyes. "Help me," the girl whispered, her voice overlapping with the wails of the house. Amelia stumbled back, her flashlight flickering. The walls seemed to pulse and move, the plaster cracking to reveal more names carved into the wood, dozens of them, all crying out for help. She ran, out of the room, down the stairs, and into the night. She didn't stop until she reached her car. As she drove away, the manor's silhouette loomed in her rearview mirror, its windows glowing faintly, as though lit from within. Amelia never returned to Willow Manor. But sometimes, in the dead of night, when the world is quiet, She swears she can still hear the whispers, faint, insistent, and pleading for help.